Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's contest between the Assumption Royals and the Almond-Bancroft Eagles. Now, if you are able, please stand for the playing of our national anthem. Almond-Bancroft School and the WIAA ask you to enjoy the game in a positive manner. And now the starting defensive lineup for the visiting Royals. Number 6, Ryan Shaw.
Huh? Yeah.
Number 15, Reed Duhlman. Number 23, Kate Stets.
I'll just go over here.
Number 26, Nick Lieberg. Number 44, Joey Moyer. Number 55, Kemp Ross. Number 56, Ben Eason. Kemp Elson. Number 64, Alex Hoffman. Number 66, Adam Moon. Number 72, Hunter Harms. And number 89, Alec Sullivan. The Assumption Royals are coached by Jeff Sullivan. They come in here with a 1-0 record with a victory over Russ Schultz last week. And now welcome your 2020 Almond-Bancroft Eagles.
One, two, good. I think we're good to go. I'll turn the volume down just a moment. Welcome to Almond-Bancroft, everyone. Steve Ames alongside Jason Van den Elzen here for some Assumption High School football as the Royals, the 1-0 Royals, will take on the 0-1 Almond-Bancroft Eagles here tonight from Almond-Bancroft, just off the campus of the high school. Assumption coming off of a 20-19 win over Rasha last week, down 19-0 in the first half. Went into halftime 19-8. They forced 5 turnovers, 4 of them in the second half. And on the ground, Nick Lieberg, absolute dominant, 178 yards on 28 carries. The big play, Ryan Shaw catching a touchdown pass from Reed Duhlman in the final couple of minutes to put the Royals on top, their first win since October 12th of 2018, head coached by Jeff Sullivan. The Almond-Bancroft Eagles, different story. 22-8 loss to Wild Rose last week, down 15-0 at halftime, 22-0 going into the fourth quarter. They are head coached by Andrew Bradley. Almond-Bancroft won the toss. They will receive to begin here tonight. Again, Assumption now a part of the Central Wisconsin Conference. Assumption trying to start 2-0 here this year. Again, both teams off in week 1. Assumption was supposed to play Pittsville, and that game got canceled due to some circumstances at Assumption High School. Almond-Bancroft was supposed to play Loyal. That game got canceled due to some circumstances here in Almond. So Alex Sullivan to kick it away. Shiny blue helmets for the Assumption Royals here tonight. Again, off of 6 days rest. They have 6 days until their next game against Loyal on Thursday. But a big win last week over Rosholt. Homecoming game for the Royals. Again, no fans for the Assumption Royals. Hope everyone is ready in Wisconsin Rapids. The Royals and the Almond-Bancroft Eagles, and Alex Sullivan a kick away, and it's going to be taken there near the 20-yard line. Tries to cut back and to the far side, nowhere to go, and that is where Daniel Baumgartner and the Almond-Bancroft Eagles will start. 1st and 10. Tough week last week for Daniel Baumgartner. 4 of 16 through the air, 18 yards, and a trio of interceptions. Connor Newby, the leading running back, 17 attempts for 31 yards on the ground. Daniel Baumgartner's 15 rushes for 68 yards in the lone touchdown against Wild Rose. Again, the Assumption Royals 5 takeaways last week against Rosholt after giving up a 70-yard touchdown on their opening drive. Daniel Baumgartner in the backfield all by himself. He's going to take it himself on the right side. Has room, gets to the corner, breaks a tackle, and he breaks another one on the far side. Going to try and push him out, and he stays up. And a great run, but out of bounds for Daniel Baumgartner. And a fantastic start for the Eagles on the quarterback keeper for Daniel Baumgartner. 1st and 10 for Almond-Bancroft. Broke a couple of tackles. Big quarterback standing in there at 6'3", 255 pounds. And the Eagles, a quick strike to begin here in their opening quarter. 47 yards for Daniel Baumgartner. Near his total from a week ago at 68 yards. The Royals gave up 112 yards on the ground last week. 1st and 10, low snap, and another broken tackle, and he's just going to fall to the ground. Taken there by Elijah Appleby. Loss of a couple for AB, and it's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Eagles. Again, Almond-Bancroft last week, 135 total yards, 31 through the air, 104 on the ground. And their 22-8 loss to Wild Rose. A couple of backs with Baumgartner in the backfield. Wide receiver to the far side. He's going to keep it himself. Tries to plow forward, and he does. Breaks another tackle, staying up, and tried to rip it out there. I believe it was Elson, possibly. Yeah, Ben Elson on the tackle. Last week, Gunnar Kraus with a huge game. A couple of big late sacks for the Royals. And it's going to be 3rd down and 10 for Almond. Get just underway here in Almond-Bancroft. A big run to start for Daniel Baumgartner, and the Eagles are at the 25-yard line. 3rd down and 10, though, for Almond-Bancroft. Got the call from the sideline and relays it to the quarterback and the skill position players for Almond-Bancroft, and a timeout called, and we will do the same. 10-10 left to go in the first quarter. Scoreless here in Almond.
Experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Your choice to learn with small in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can get your liberal arts degree and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or in-demand employable skills. Start now to experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Find out what risk-free means at mstc.edu.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin.
Third and 10 for Almond-Bancroft after the first timeout taken. Near 2 minutes gone by here in the opening quarter. 3rd and 10 from the Royals' 25-yard line. And back to pass, rolling out to his left. Hit as he threw, and it's going to be incomplete. Good pressure there by the aforementioned. Well, that's Kemp Ross. Good pressure there by Kemp, and it's going to be 4th down and 10. Play action, rolled out to his left, and nobody there, and again, knocked it away, did Kemp. Again, we'll keep you updated throughout the Zaleski Sports Network of YouTube pages here tonight. 6 games going on. We had 7. Greenwood, I believe, handily took down Port Edwards earlier today. It was a 4 o'clock game in Port, as again, the Blackhawks without lights over in Port Edwards. 4th down and 10 for receiver set. Baumgartner in the shotgun. Back to pass. Looking, pressure's on. He's going to step up. Has a lot of room up the middle. Inside the 5. Tries to plow. And inside the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal. Again, can't give a quarterback like Baumgartner that much room. And somebody down inside the 5-yard line. And the Eagles are inside the Draxler Transport red zone. Inside the Draxler Transport red zone, Draxler offers Estia Health primary care at 0 cost to the driver. Visit Draxler Transport to apply today. 1st and goal from the 3 for Almond-Bancroft. A couple big runs for Baumgartner. And he's going to keep it himself on the right side. Walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Almond-Bancroft. And with 9:34 to go in the opening quarter, it's 6-0 Almond-Bancroft. An impressive opening drive for Almond-Bancroft. Big run of 22 yards on 4th down and 10. And see if we can get a extra point here for the Eagles. Derek Lockhart attempting the PAT. Assumption didn't have to deal with this last week as the Hornets, and it is up, and it is good. 9:34 to go in the opening quarter. Almond-Bancroft 7, and Assumption nothing. Back to Almond-Bancroft right after this.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
Welcome back to Almond-Bancroft. An impressive 75-yard drive to begin the ball game for the Almond-Bancroft Eagles. Daniel Baumgartner, 75 of those yards and a rushing touchdown. Again, he only had 68 last week. They threw 16 times in that loss, but very impressive start for the Almond-Bancroft Eagles, who didn't score until the 4th quarter last week. And see if the Assumption Royals can answer back, as they didn't score until the 2nd quarter last week. Nick Lieberg back to receive for the Royals. Nick had a fantastic game last week. Ray Duhlman and Lieberg back to receive. Nick Lieberg and the onside, and it's going to be taken by Ryan Shaw. Falls on it near the 40, and that is where the Assumption Royals will take over with Jack Klatt and the Royals offense. Again, Jack Klatt last week, 10 rushes. 10 rushes, 23 yards, and a touchdown. That touchdown was the half-yard touchdown for Assumption. Reed Duhlman, 9 rushes, 40 yards. Kate Stats, 11 rushes, 34 yards. Nick Lieberg, the workhorse, 28 attempts for 178 yards for Nick Lieberg. Klatt getting the sign from Coach Sullivan on the sidelines. 9:33 to go here in the first quarter. They're going to hand it up the middle, and Lieberg is going to fall forward near the 45-yard line, and a gain of a couple for Nick Lieberg. Again, don't expect much else from Assumption. They had a nice play, couple of nice option passes from Reed Duhlman and Cade Stats last week as Ryan Shaw, the MVP of the game on Saturday, lines up to the far left. He had a couple of interceptions and a game-winning touchdown for Assumption. Hands it up the middle again. Lieberg up the middle. A lot of room. Plows inside Eagle territory near the 40-yard line. And again, good push by the Royals offensive line. And Nick Lieberg starting off right where he finished last week. First and 10, 8:45 to go in the first quarter, 7-0 AB. On a 3-yard touchdown run by Daniel Baumgartner for the Eagles. Alex Sullivan to the tight end of the far side, going to hand it up the middle to Lieberg again. Pulls a defender with him past the 40 near the 37-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. That's going to be 2nd and 6. Got a handful of games going on around the Zaleski Sports network of pages here tonight. Got 6 on the docket, 1 in Indiana, Muncie area. Jack Klatt hands it up to, no, he's going to keep it. Far side, has room, pitches it out to Kate Stats, has the edge, inside the 30, pass near the 20-yard line, and a great read by Jack Klatt. And it's going to be first down for the Assumption Royals. Huh? Yeah. It's going to be first and 10 at the 14-yard line, back inside the Draxler Transport red zone. The Royals are there. Draxler Transport has flatbed driving opportunities that pay you 5 cents per mile, premium over van. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. Klatt under center again, going to hand it up to Lieberg, and tries to fall forward, and he does. And inside the 10-yard line for Nick. Again, don't expect much passing from either side tonight. Almond a run-oriented team, as they have been for numbers of years. Klatt under center again. Stats, and they're going to hand it up to Nick Lieberg on the left side. Falls forward inside the 5. It's going to be first and goal near the 2-yard line for Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. Again, they had the momentum after the game last week. Thought the momentum might have died on that run on that drive by Baumgartner, but Nick Lieberg picking up right again where he left off. First and goal inside the 5-yard line at the 2, under 7 minutes to go first quarter. They're going to hand it up to Lieberg again, fall into the end zone, and it's a touchdown for the Royals. Nick Lieberg from 2 yards out, and the Royals are a point away from tying it up here in the first quarter. Again, the Royals last year gave up a hefty 49 points a game while only scoring 14. Scored 20 on Saturday, gave up 19. Again, they gave up more than 36 points in every game last year. And the Royals will try for the 2-point conversion. Klatt under center. In motion is Stats, and they're going to hand it up. No, Klatt's going to keep it himself. Pitch it to Kate Stats and walks into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And with 6:50 to go in the first quarter, it is Assumption 8 And Almond-Bancroft 7 back to AB right after this.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Again, Nick Lieberg starting off right where he finished last week. Except a couple of option plays to Cade's stats. Nick Lieberg took him down the field and in impressive fashion put the Royals up here 8-7 with 6:50 to go in the first quarter. Again, it was 19-0 in the first half before a touchdown to Reed Duhlman. Reed had 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, or excuse me, Ryan Shaw had 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, including the game winner pass from Reed Duhlman to put the Royals up late, and then an interception from Joey Moyer, and then an interception from Ryan Shaw to seal it for Assumption. And got their first win in nearly 2 years. And we'll try and keep you updated on some games around Zaleski Sports side of things. 8-7 in favor of Assumption here in the first quarter. Again, neither defense so far looks like they can stop anybody. Daniel Baumgartner just a load, 6'3", 255. Alex Sullivan back to kick it away again for the Royals, sporting the pink socks. Are the Assumption Royals. Assumption blue pants, white tops, blue numerals. And a high kick there by Sullivan. Backing up and takes it on the far side. And it's going to be dragged out of bounds. They're going to be dragged out of bounds near the 25-yard line. That is where AB will start again. 6:44 to go in the first quarter. Again, Assumption in blue bottoms, white tops. Almond-Bancroft in white pants, green tops, green numerals, and white outlines on those numerals. First and 10 for Almond-Bancroft. Receiver to the near side. Baumgartner with a running back behind him. And in motion, and they're going to hand it up the middle, fall forward, and going to be ripped down there before he could get to the 30-yard line. Good penetration by Kenny Golot for good penetration by Kenny. Kenny at 6'1", 285. Again, a lot of sophomores, a lot of freshmen on this Assumption team. Receiver split out to the far side. A couple of backs right in front of Baumgartner. He's going to keep it himself, run out to the far side, and breaks another tackle, runs over a defender, and a first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Almond-Bancroft near the 40-yard line. Under 6 minutes to go, halfway through the first quarter here in Almond. High scoring affair as we may not have thought, as Almond 22-8 last week in a loss. Rosholt nearly knocking off Assumption 20-19. That was a huge comeback win for the Royals last week. Talked to Coach Sullivan about it. Momentum going into halftime, and a delay of game will come for Almond-Bancroft. Back judge counting quickly back there and mark off a 5 yards. 1st and 15 for Almond. Hard to believe just 4 games left after this week. Assumption back in action on Thursday against Loyal over at Southwood County 2000 Field. Loyal in action tonight against Pacelli. And counting again. And back to pass is Bumgarner rolling out to his left and has his receiver Appleby, and it's going to be caught. What a catch by Elijah Appleby at the 40-yard line, and a big first down for the Eagles. Went up and grabbed it. And there's a flag on the far side near the 36-yard line. And it's going to go back against Almond. An eligible man downfield for Almond-Bancroft, and that's going to push him back. He erased that great pass and great catch. Good pass, even better catch. And that's going to back him up. So it's 1st and 15, going to mark him back even further. Back to 1st and 20 with under 6 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Appleby, the receiver who just made the great catch, lines up to the near side. Back to pass again. And going to be caught near side. A lot of room. Got a great block. And another flag coming right at the 35-yard line. Appleby gets up with excitement, but we'll see. Might be pushing him back again. There's going to be a block in the back on Almond. Back him up even further. Had the defender playing way off. Good play call. But it's going to be... and they're going to push him back to the 25-yard line. Under 5.5 to go. 1st and 22 from the 25. Had a good drive going, just like the football game last night. I think the Buccaneers had 1st and 30 at one time. Bumgarner up the middle. He's going to be picked up and taken back. And Ben Elson in there again for the Royals. Both teams, Bears and Buccaneers, both had a couple of big down distances for the game last night.
2nd and 25.
Loss of a couple, and an official timeout from the White Hat, and it will be right. Oh. We'll see what we're doing here. What number do we have here? Kenny Golot with uniform mishap. And it's going to be 2nd down and long for Almond-Bancroft here in the first quarter. 4:30 and counting. Almond taking a long time in the huddle. Bumgarner with a running back behind him. And rolling out to his right, looking for his receiver. Launches it far, and it's going to be overthrown. And it's going to be 3rd down and long for the Eagles. Saw him in pregame warm-ups, and he was just launching them down there for the Eagles. 3rd and 25 from the 25. Not from the 24-ish, 23 or 24. With 4:11 to go in the opening quarter. A couple of impressive opening drives for both teams. Have stalled since then. 2 receivers near side, 2 to the far side for Daniel Baumgartner. Stands in shotgun formation. Back to pass again. He's going to keep it himself. Has room up the middle. And he's going to get run over the defender. And near the first down. A huge run for Daniel Baumgartner. And Ben Elson was on the receiving end of the truck. And it's going to be close to a first down near the 47-yard line. And a huge first down for Almond. What a run by Daniel Baumgartner. It's a first down for Almond-Bancroft. Ben Elson was waiting there for him, and he stopped his momentum, but Baumgartner did not. And able to pick up that first down. Under 4 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Going to hand it up the middle and going to be stopped and pushed back there. Back near the original line of scrimmage. Maybe gained a yard. Gave him a yard on the forward progress. And it's going to be 2nd down and 9. Connor Newby on the carry. Connor last week, 17 attempts for 31 yards. Again, Baumgartner last week only he had 15 attempts on the ground for 68 yards and a touchdown. He had 75 on the opening drive. Near 75 on the opening drive. 2nd down and 9 with 3:05 to go in the first quarter. Appleby, the receiver to the near side, in motion. And Alex Sullivan is going to be flagged for the offsides. Sullivan jumped on the motion. And encroachment is the call. Going to push him up 5 yards. Going to be 2nd down now. And 4 yards to go. 2:59 to go in the first. 8-7 in favor of the Assumption Royals. Again, the first drive for both teams. They marched it down the field pretty handedly. Almond taking a little bit longer. A couple of penalties. But then a huge run, 25.5 yards for Daniel Baumgartner, running over the defenders and got the big first down. Baumgartner in shotgun formation. He's going to keep it himself to the right side. Break a couple tackles, fall, and Joey Moyer brings him down near the 35-yard line and another first down.
Baumgartner up the middle picks up an Eagle first down. Tackle on the play by number 44, Moyer, and number 23, Stats.
Joey had a big interception last week in the fourth quarter, propelling the Royals to that win. 2:20 to go, first quarter. Baumgartner again in shotgun formation. And it's going to be a direct snap to the running back to his left. Going to fall forward. So we get you a number for you. Connor Newby on the direct snap, and it's going to be 2nd down with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. No, Osseo up 8-0 on Neelsville. Marshfield, Menominee up 7-0 on the Tigers. On Loyal. Ben Colomb coming in for Almond-Bancroft with 1:35 to go in the first quarter. If the official with his hand up in the air, the back judge. In motion, and Baumgartner's going to keep it himself. Going to be ripped down from behind, still moving his feet, and still going. 3rd down and 1 on the run by Baumgartner. Taken down by Adam Moon. And it's going to be 3rd down and 1 for Almond-Bancroft with 1:10 to go in the first quarter. They're down in a long one as Elijah Appleby gets the play from Coach Bradley. And Appleby flanks out to the left as wide receiver. Under 45 seconds to go. Hands it up the middle and going to be taken down there by the linebackers for for Assumption. It's going to be 4th down, lost a yard. And it's going to be 4th down, and that might be it for the first quarter here. We'll see how aggressive Coach Bradley wants to be. With 20 seconds to go. Got the call in. We'll see if, again, how aggressive they want to be here. 10 seconds left. Baumgartner running back behind him. They may have to go. 5 seconds, and the Royals jumped off sides with 3 seconds to go. And that's going to be an automatic first down for Almond. Second infraction of that here in the first, or on this drive. And Daniel Baumgartner looks over to the side and asks, do we just want to flip sides? And they will. And after 1 quarter of play here in Almond-Bancroft, it's the Assumption Royals 8 and the Almond-Bancroft Eagles 7. Back with quarter number 2 right after this.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates, and our outcomes are much better.
Clear the, there you go. All right, second quarter just about to get underway here in Almond-Bancroft as it's 8-7 Assumption on top over Almond. As Daniel Baumgartner has been a tank so far. Scoreless from Stratford and Spencer. Spencer Columbus anyway. Osseo on top of Neilsville. Neilsville Grant has struggled. 7-0 Menominee. And no score from Loyal so far. And see what the Eagles will do coming out of the quarter break here. As Daniel Baumgartner has been an unstoppable runner so far for Almond. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 22 for the Eagles. Baumgartner's going to keep it himself, run up the middle. He's going to get tripped up there. Only gain 2. And near the 20, inside the 20-yard line. And the Eagles are back inside the Draxler Transport red zone. At Draxler Transport, drivers are always home for their requested time off. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. Hear from Cheryl Tiger in just a moment as well. Factory direct sale ending tomorrow at Cheryl Tire. 2 receivers near, too far. 2nd down for Almond-Bancroft. Shotgun for Baumgartner. Back to pass. He's going to keep it himself, run up the middle, and going to be taken down there in the backfield. Nicely done by Adam Moon getting back there. And it's going to be a loss of 3. And it's going to be 3rd down and 11. Nice play by Adam Moon. Adam, one of just 5 or 6 seniors for Assumption. A team that went winless last year. Four receiver set, 2 near, 2 far. For Daniel Baumgartner and the Eagles. Back to pass. He's going to keep it himself and going to be dragged down, stay up. And going to stay up and inside the 15. It's going to be 4th down and 1 or 2. For Almond. It's going to be 4th down and 1 for Almond-Bancroft. They've gotten Assumption to jump twice on this drive. 10 minutes to go, 2nd quarter. Baumgartner shotgun formation again. Going to keep it himself, run up the middle. He's going to bounce off some defenders, fall near the 10, and it's going to be another 1st down for the Eagles. And it's going to be 1st and goal for Almond-Bancroft. 9:30 to go in the opening half. And Almond has taken a lot of time off the clock on this drive. Assumption hasn't been on offense for quite a while. Baumgartner carrying this team. He's going to keep it himself again. Run off the right side. Get past the defender and into the end zone. A touchdown! Daniel Baumgartner's 2nd touchdown of the game. And with 9:09 to go, it is 13-8. Another impressive drive by Daniel Baumgartner and the Almond-Bancroft Eagles. (13-8). Trying for the 2-point conversion here. Baumgartner's going to keep it himself, run off the right side, and walk in for the 2-point conversion. And it is good. 9:09 to go in the opening. 9:09 to go in the opening half. It is now Almond-Bancroft 15 and the Assumption Royals 8. Back to Almond right after this.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Welcome back to welcome back to Almond-Bancroft as the Eagles have a 15-8 lead here in the opening half. Daniel Baumgartner doing it all for Almond-Bancroft here tonight. Shout out to everyone watching online. Good crowd online watching here tonight. Again, Assumption and Almond-Bancroft. Shout out to Alexis, Brenda, and Thomas, and everybody else watching here tonight. It's a factory direct tire sale through October 10th. That's tomorrow at Sherrill Tire. Factory direct prices on Kelly tires and up to $250 on mail-in rebates on installed Goodyear tires with a Goodyear credit card. Find your location at SherrillTire.com. Ray Duhlman and Nick Lieberg. Ray Duhlman and Nick Lieberg back to receive for Assumption. And got a whole slate of stuff for you again tomorrow. And another squib onside kick, and it's going to be falling on there at the 40-yard line by Manny Schultz.
Nicely by number 2, Schultz.
6-0 Pacelli. 13-0 Menominee. 14-8 Delta. If anybody knows that game. Still scoreless Stratford and Spencer Columbus as well. Delta, one of our schools out of the Muncie, Indiana area. Delaware County. And going to hand it up again. Has a hold of the right side. Nick Lieberg inside the 40-yard line of Almond. And just like that, a big gain and inside Bancroft or inside Eagle territory off the right side. And it's a first down for Assumption. Again, Nick last week 178 yards on the ground. Wasn't rewarded with any touchdowns, but a win, and has been impressive again here tonight. 9 minutes to go, first half. Klatt hands it off again to the near side. That's Lieberg dragging defenders and falls inside the 30-yard line to the 27, and another first down for Nick and the Royals.
Lieberg picks up another Royal first down, dragged down by number 8, Weissman. First and 10 Royals.
15-8 Eagles, first half, 8.5 to go, and the Royals again driving. First and 10 from the 28-yard line. Klatt under center again, going to hand it off. No, Klatt's going to keep it. Has a lot of room to the near side. Pitches it out to Kate Stats. Going to get ripped down, and a late flag right at the 21-yard line. And that might march the Royals back. It's going to be holding on Assumption. Flag at the 21-yard line. So it's going to be first and 13. Put it right at the 31-yard line, so it's going to be first and 13 for the Royals. Jack Klatt had a... Again, that's what Assumption does. Read option with Nick Lieberg and Kate Stats. Reed Duhlman, the flanker to the left side. He's in motion. Going to hand it up to Nick Lieberg again to the far right side. Gets through, hurdles the defender and stays up. And he's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Nick Lieberg. 31 yards for Nick Lieberg. And it is 14-15 now. Just like that, Assumption answers right back. Off the right side, a broken ankle tackle, and walked in for the touchdown. Nick Lieberg, 31 yards out. And the Royals are an extra point away from tying, or a 2-point conversion away from taking the lead. Shaw flanked to the near side. Alex Sullivan, the tight end. Reed Duhlman. And Lieberg is going to walk in on the left side, and the 2-point conversion is good. 7:57 to go in the first half. Assumption back up on top, 16-15. Back to Almond-Bancroft after this.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Welcome back to Almond-Bancroft as the Assumption Royals back up on top, 16-15. Nick Lieberg having another fantastic game on the ground for the Assumption Royals. They just have to now find a way to somehow slow down Daniel Baumgartner on the ground for Almond-Bancroft, as he has been running over defenders, breaking tackles, dragging defenders. And we'll see if Coach Sullivan and the Assumption Royals have come up with some sort of an answer, as they have not yet so far. Again, last week against Rochelle, gave up 192 yards through the air, 70 on the opening touchdown from Isaac Seakosh to Josh Zick for the Hornets. And then it was then a couple more big pass plays, but 304 total yards for Assumption, or excuse me, for Rochelle on the ground. Assumption with 302 on the ground last week, and 93 through the air for their first win, again, in nearly 2 years. They beat Thorpe on October 12th, 2018. Then went winless last year. They had lost 10 in a row going back, so they finished the 2018 regular season with a win, lost in the postseason, and then went winless, as mentioned, a year ago. Alex Sullivan tees it up for the Royals. They lead 16-15. Burns and Appleby back to receive for the Eagles. Alex Sullivan making sure everybody is strapped up and ready to go, and another nice kick by Alec. Going to be picked up at the 25-yard line, gets by the returner and tries to get to the corner, and Burns is going to be taken down by Reed Duhlman right near the 30-yard line. And that is where the Almond-Bancroft Eagles will take over, 1st and 10 at the 18, pardon me. And the Eagles will take over right there. 7:50 to go in the first half. 16-15, Assumption Royals. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop for all things hunting. You can get everything you need for hunting, from gear, supplies, clothing, game processing, even hunting license. Find the top brands at great prices. Fleet Farm has something for everyone. You won't believe what you'll find at Fleet Farm. Still scoreless in Spencer and Stratford. I'll have the game next week, Amherst and Stratford. Baumgartner will keep it himself again off the left side, and Joey Moyer with a nice tackle. Got run over, but had kept his arms around him, and Baumgartner a little slow to get up, and it's going to be 2nd and 7. Amherst in Manawa tonight. Again, they will be at Stratford next week. The big game at the end of the year, November 6th, will be Amherst and Spencer Columbus from Amherst High School. Baumgartner off the left side and going to be pushed out of bounds near the 26-yard line, 27-yard line. And it's going to be a first down for Almond-Bancroft. Joey with another forced tackle. 13-0 Pacelli over Loyal. Loyal knocked off Pittsville last week, 26-12. Bryson Cashin for Pacelli in a 30-point loss to Iola last week, had 356 yards on the ground by himself, and they lost by 30 to Iola Scandinavia. Baumgartner's going to keep it himself again, get tripped up, and keep those feet moving past the 35 to the 36-yard line. Another hard run for Daniel Baumgartner, and it's going to be 2nd down and long 2. for the Eagles.
Off the right side. Tackle by number 23, Lieber. And number 6, Shaw.
Second and 2, under 6.5 to go here in the first half. Appleby, the receiver to the far side, in motion, and going to hand it up the middle. And it's going to be taken there and ripped down again by Kenny Golat.
Newby on the carry. Stopped by Moyer. And
Joey Moyer and Kenny Golat in on the tackle. 3rd and 1, 6 minutes to go. And now he's going to try and eye it up here. And they're going to stop and take a measurement. Again, speaking about Fleet Farm and hunting, went there last Thursday, so 8 days ago, to get a power cord for our soccer game in Stevens Point. And people were, everything was already up and ready to go. And again, I talk about it every time I read this Fleet Farm read. Don't hunt anymore. I don't, but when I did, you can't go wrong with Fleet Farm candy. That's that's one of the staples over at and it's going to be 3rd down. One of the staples over in at Fleet Farm. I really like Pringles a lot, but that might be a little too loud, and as well as the boxed apple pies. If you're going to go hunting, you got to have snacks, and Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop for everything. Get everything while you're there for your hunting excursion. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 for Almond-Bancroft. Under 6 minutes to go, 16-15. Royals on top. Clock runs, 5:45 to go. Baumgartner's going to keep it himself again off the left side. Run over his defender, stay up, and going to be pushed back, and another 1st down for the Eagles. Kate Stats on the bottom of that pile, as well as Alex Hoffman for Assumption. Under 5.5 to go here in the first half. Almond-Bancroft won the toss and elected to receive on the opening to start off the game. Took it down the field. Then the Assumption Royals took it down the field as well. And taking a long time. It's Daniel Baumgartner just getting it off. Back to pass again. Looking for his receiver. And it's going to be incomplete. And a flag comes down against the defender, Alex Hoffman. And it's going to be a 1st down for Almond-Bancroft. Armbar by Alex Hoffman. And luckily for Alex, it's not a spot foul. And it's going to be up to the so add 15 to the 43, and it's going to be a big 1st down for Almond. Again, Baumgartner last week just 4 of 16 for 18 yards and a trio of interceptions, but hasn't needed it here so far today. It's going to be 1st down for Almond-Bancroft at the 43-yard line. 5:02 to go. Baumgartner in as a blocker, the far tight end. And going to hand it up to the far side and nowhere to go. And gets pushed back and loss on the play.
He loses
Again, at quarterback on that one,
26 Lieberg and number 56.
I believe Elijah Appleby.
Second and 12.
A loss of a pair. 2nd and 12 for Almond, back at the 45-yard line. So again, Assumption will start the second half with the football. 4:30 to go in this first half. Yeah, it's almost 8 o'clock already, but it seems like this first half is kind of cruised by. And up the middle, and Baumgartner is going to be stopped right there, lose another yard, and it's going to be 3rd down and long for the Eagles.
Baumgartner up the middle, loss of 1. Taken out by a host of Royals.
19-0.
3rd and
Menominee over Marshfield. Still scoreless in Spencer. Man, good game over there between Stratford and Spencer Columbus. As we thought it would be, they've met. This is their 5th meeting in 3 years. And Coach Sullivan is going to take a timeout with 3:41 to go in the first half. It's going to be 3rd and 13 when we get back to Almond-Bancroft right after this.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Welcome back to Almond-Bancroft, as it's going to be 3rd and 13 for the Eagles. They trail by 1 with 3:40 to go here in the first half. As Daniel Baumgartner again has been a dominant force. 13-0 Pacelli. It looks like they're at halftime in Loyal. They're in halftime at Marshfield as well. 21-0 Menominee. Oh, nearly halftime. Buck, minute and 8 seconds left. And a break in Spencer. So again, big showdown next week from Stratford. The Stratford Tigers and Amherst Falcons. We'll have that game for you. Going to be one heck of a showdown the next couple of years. And the whole offensive line for Assumption jumps again. And free 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 now. 3:41 to go. And up to the 41-yard line. Going to be 3rd down and 8. 2 receivers near, too far. Baumgartner in shotgun. The running back flanked to his right. Baumgartner back to pass. He's going to keep it himself, run up the middle, break a tackle, and going to be taken down near the 35-yard line. Good pursuit that time, and going to be a timeout taken. It's going to be a injury timeout near the 35-yard line. We will pan away from that, and again, thank Awards and More. Awards and More is your one-stop shop location for awards, plaques, trophies, embroidery, screen printing, and promotional products. Awards and More is also the proud sponsor of Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Vote for the Awards and More as Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month at ZaleskiSports.com. And visit Awards and More on Facebook to begin your next trophy order today. Alex Edwards, the Columbus Catholic offensive forward for the Dons, winning September's Awards and More Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month, located right across the street from the old YMCA in Wisconsin Rapids, near the high school. And great folks over at Awards and More in Wisconsin Rapids. Again, upcoming for the Royals, they will host Loyal next Thursday at Southwood County 2000 Field. Then the week after that, they head to Wild Rose. They host Pacelli in week 6. And then the big one, which is going to be a tough one, over at Thunderbird Field as Assumption will take on the Iola Scandinavia Thunderbirds. Upcoming for Almond-Bancroft, they will host Rochelt next week, head to Iola, and then home against Pittsville and finish up home against Pacelli. So it's going to be big for both teams, especially the next couple of weeks, because we have no idea. We have no idea what the postseason, if there is going to be one, if anything like that is going to be taking place. And so tonight on Zaleski Sports, Stratford at Spencer Columbus, Pacelli at Loyal, Menominee at Marshfield, Neillsville is at Osseo, and then earlier today, Greenwood was at Port Edwards. It's going to be 4th down and 3 now with 3:34 to go. We'll go through our schedule for tomorrow as well. It's going to be a whole slate of games for you at Zaleski Sports tomorrow morning and all the way into nighttime. 3:30 to go. 4th and 3 now for Almond-Bancroft. They've gotten Assumption to jump off sides a number of times here in the first half. And it's going to be close. So the left guard, left tackle with the false start and back him up a couple of yards. And luckily for Assumption, because there was a Royal that had jumped pretty close too. So it's going to be 4th down and 8 with 3:10 to go. 16-15 remaining in the first half. Excuse me, 3:02 to go. 16-15 the score. 4 receivers to the near side. 1 to the far side. Back to pass. And up the middle, he's going to be wide open and fall inside the 10. The ball is loose and going to be picked up by the Royals. And a huge turnover and a touchback. And we'll see what the call is, as it was caught, it was fumbled, and it was retrieved by the Royals. And now a conversation. So it was caught by Newby, and now a conversation because it was fumbled, it was picked up. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for Assumption at the 2-yard line with 2:43 to go in the first half. So there's conversation if it would have been a safety because it was picked up. And the Royals, with a huge break there on a 4th and 8, had a wide open Connor Newby. And now the Royals will have 98 yards to go in 2:43 with 2 timeouts left. I believe it was picked up by Ryan Shaw, who had a fantastic game last week. Klatt under center. Just got to get out of the end zone area. And up the middle goes Lieberg again. It falls near the 20-yard line. And a good gain for Nick Lieberg again. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line now. Give you some breathing room there with 2.5 to go here in the first half. Sullivan, the tight end, Klatt under center. Going to hand it off again to Lieberg up the middle. Pulling defenders up to the 30-yard line. 10 more yards for Nick and another first down. 2:16 to go.
11 and another Royal first down by Gleisman.
Ryan Shaw lined up. Wide receiver of the far side. 2:05 and counting. Klatt under center. And Lieberg is going to be taken down there at a gain of a couple. 2nd down now for the Royals. Baumgartner with the tackle. 1:45 to go in the first half. Just past 8 o'clock here in Central Wisconsin. Steve Evans alongside Jason Vanden Elzen here from Almond-Bancroft. High-scoring first half. 16-15. And up the middle again, Lieberg. Near the 45-yard line. Another first down for Nick Lieberg.
Lieberg picks up 10 and another Royal first down.
90 seconds left here in the first half. Cologne with the tackle. Again, Ryan Shaw lines up as a wide receiver to the near side. In motion goes Stats. Lieberg up the middle again inside Eagle territory. And it's going to be second down and 3. 47 yards to go. 1 minute left. First half. Hand it up. No, Klatt's going to keep it himself. Flip it out to Duhlman. And going to be pushed out of bounds and ripped out of bounds. The clock continues to run with 55 seconds to go.
Option play to Duhlman.
And a timeout taken. They
Stopped by Newby.
Yep, and Coach Sullivan will take his second timeout. 53 seconds to go in the first half. 16-15 Royals. Back to Almond-Bancroft right after this.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
All right, third down and 5, 53 seconds to go first half. 16-15. Assumption on top. They started from their 2-yard line after a fumble by Almond-Bancroft. Jack Klatt under center. Going to roll out to his left, and it's going to be caught near side. Has room. Has the corner. Reed Duhlman inside the 10. Touchdown Royals. 50 yards for Reed Duhlman. And the Royals up 22-15. They ran that a handful of times last week. Rolled out Jack Klatt and had the back to his get into the flat. And that time Reed got the corner and was able to go the distance. 43 seconds to go here in the first half. That drive took 2 minutes and went 98 yards for the Royals. 2-point conversion coming for Assumption. Whole different team from a year ago. Low snap. Lieberg's going to be swallowed up, and the 2-point conversion will be no good. We'll keep it right here. We'll keep it right here for the last couple of minutes. Stratford Homes. Take the first step to build your customized home with Stratford Homes. Visit StratfordHomes.com to see floor plans, schedule a tour, or begin the design of your new customized home from Stratford Homes. With a 110,000 square foot indoor construction facility and model home village located in the heart of central Wisconsin, Stratford Homes has been an industry leader in the systems built home market since 1973. Visit Stratford Homes to get started today. So again, 2-minute drive for Assumption, went 98 yards, and a 50-yard touchdown from Jack Klatt to Reed Duhlman. And the Royals up 22-15, and they will have the ball to start the second half. Again, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Good crowd online. Appreciate everyone tuning in here tonight. Again, if you appreciate these broadcasts, don't thank us. I mean, you can thank us all you want, but you got to thank the sponsors during the commercials, the ones on the bottom left hand of your screen that help us bring you live free sports all fall long right here at Zaleski Sports, and especially Assumption Royals sports here in the fall of 2020. 22-15. Assumption. Again, Nick Lieberg having quite the night on the ground for the Royals. Daniel Baumgartner having a fantastic night as well And Alex Sullivan will be back to kick again. See if we can get you some other scores from around the area as well. See if we can get you a Amherst Manawa score. Big game of the Central Wisconsin Large Conference. Alex Sullivan back to boot it away. Another good kick. Middle of the field. Going to be taken and come to the near side. And Duhlman pushes him out of bounds near the 30-yard line, and that's where the Eagles will take it 1st and 10 with 37 seconds to go. See what Coach Bradley wants to do here with 37 seconds left here in the first half. 22-15 Assumption. Right at the 29-yard line. And timeout taken by Coach Sullivan. Some confusion on the defensive side. And with 37 seconds to go, we will take a quick break. Come back to Almond-Bancroft after this.
Experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Your choice to learn with small in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can get your liberal arts degree and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or in-demand employable skills. Start now to experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Find out what risk-free means at mstc.edu.
Welcome back to Almond-Bancroft. 37 seconds to go here in the first half. 22-15 Royals. As it was, 8-6 Osseo over Neillsville. First time Neillsville has been in a game at halftime so far this year. Go back to that one. Tom, we will see if I don't know if I see Ben out there or not. And Baumgartner just take a knee. Nope, that's going to be a false start. Oh, never mind. And that will end the first half here in Almond-Bancroft. After one half of play here in Almond, it is the Assumption Royals 22 who will start the second half with the ball, and the Almond-Bancroft Eagles 15. We'll hear from all of our sponsors here at halftime and get you ready for half number 2. Again, 22-15 Royals. Back to Almond after this.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates, and our outcomes are much better.
Experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Your choice to learn with small in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can get your liberal arts degree and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or in-demand employable skills. Start now to experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Find out what risk-free means at mstc.edu.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Hi, I'm Senator Patrick Testin. The plan was to make this ad about my many bipartisan accomplishments that deliver on health care and clean drinking water. But 2020 had other plans. So here's 3 things that'll never change. 1, I'm Patrick Testin. 2, I'll continue to reach across the aisle and deliver results for the 24th Senate District. And 3, I listen. I'm working to safely reopen our economy while protecting those at risk. I'll continue to do my job so you can get back to yours.
61 last week. Chili did. They lost by 30 though. It was 61-33.
Yeah, I never heard if he had a lot of his yards against the backups or.
Cash in?
Yeah.
I think it was. I mean, a lot of them were in the first half.
Oh,
So. Yeah. And then the 3 running backs for Iola all had 3 touchdowns and all had over 110 yards. Yeah, that was whitewash.
Well, I know. My son plays softball with baseball catch.
Yeah.
He's like, we're not going to catch him. We're going to have to outscore him.
He's quick. I mean, from what I've seen,
He's strong too.
yeah.
I'm leaving. I ain't paying shit. So the cops have been super lenient. So we got emails this week saying, don't have parties. The cops are gonna bust houses. Well, everyone sits on my porch. About 15 people there. You only have 10. Right on Main Street. How dumb can you be? Right across. Yeah. So you have to pay us? They said 65 apiece for 5 people, and I'm like, I'm not paying you. 2 of us left for the weekend, just so we never do this.
Start re-recording. All right, you ready to go? Second half about to get underway here in Almond-Bancroft as the Assumption Royals lead 22-15 at halftime. Quite the conclusion to the first half, 98-yard drive in 2 minutes for Nick Lieberg and the Royals, all ending on a 50-yard touchdown reception from Jack Klatt to Reed Dillman.
It looks like the Eagles will be kicking off.
Almond kicking from left to right to begin the second half. We'll see if they squib it like they've done on their previous 2. And Lockhart will do the honors for Almond to start the second half, and it will. It's going to bounce off of Schultz, and Almond recovers. Got the perfect bounce. Off the perfect bounce and off the chest of Manny Schultz. And and Almond-Bancroft will start 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Played it on the last hop and got the exact hop that Derek Lockhart needed. And Almond will take over 1st and 10. Down 7 to begin the second half. Baumgartner in the shotgun receiver to the far side. He's going to keep it himself. Low snap and going to fall past the 50 near the 47-yard line. A gain of a couple. And it's going to be 2nd down and 8. So a tough start for Assumption here in the second half. We're expecting to get the ball and then drive like they've done so well so far here tonight. 2nd and 8, under 11 and a half to go. Second half. C-Mavs alongside Jason Van Den Elzen here in Almond-Bancroft as the Eagles looking for win number 1 on the year. Assumption up 7, looking to get win number 2. Shotgun for Baumgartner. He's going to keep it himself off the right side. Run into a wall and keep those legs moving. Break some more tackles. Try and fall near the 40. Lieberg with another tackle. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. As Coach Sullivan screams across, Good job of jamming. Now you just got to bring them down. And it's going to be 3rd down and 1. 14-6 Osseo Fairchild. Stratford scored just moments ago, up 6-0 on Spencer Columbus. 29-0 Menominee over the Marshfield Tigers. I'll be in Marshfield tomorrow morning for I think it's Hortonville. And Marshfield soccer from Hiding Field. And it's going to be a first down past the 40 to the 39. It's going to be close. And they'll give it to him. First down, Baumgartner.
Just enough for an eagle. First down.
So again, tomorrow morning, we'll have Wausau West and Marshfield swimming from Marshfield High School. Hortonville at Marshfield soccer. Auburndale at Assumption Volleyball, Neelsville at Columbus Catholic Volleyball, and then the Northern Light Football Championship from Fall River. Again, that's kind of the same league area that the Marshfield Bandits played in this summer. A couple of big games going on down there in the southern part of the state. Going to hand it up the middle. Going to be stonewalled and driven back to the 40-yard line, a loss of a yard, and it's going to be second down. 27-0 Pacelli over Loyal. Bryson Cashin going off again for the Pacelli Cardinals. Still 6-0 Stratford, and they're driving. Again, we'll have Stratford and Amherst next week from Tiger Field. Shotgun for Baumgartner. Low snap again, and he tracks it down, and low tackle there at the 40-yard line. Nicely done again by Kenny Golot. I don't remember calling Kenny's name much last week, but he has gotten some big tackles here this week. 3rd down and 10 with 9:05 to go here in the third quarter. 4 receivers, 2 near, 2 far. Baumgartner's shotgun with his running back, Connor Newby. Long waits, back to pass. He's going to keep it himself, run up the middle, and going to be taken down, fall near the 35. It's going to be 4th and 5. Coming up with the ball was Adam Moon, but Baumgartner down, and it's going to be 4th and 5. We'll see if the Royals can not jump off sides here. Under 8.5 to go in the third quarter. Looks like Stratford might be marching again inside the 5 there in Spencer. And up the middle, and couldn't do it. And timeout taken by Almond-Bancroft. We'll keep it right here. With 8:02 to go in the third quarter. It's the It's the Factory Direct Tire Sale through October 10th. That's tomorrow at Sherrill Tire. Factory Direct prices on Kelly tires and up to $250 on mail-in rebates on installed Goodyear tires with a Goodyear credit card. Find your location at SherrillTire.com. Neelsville Granton ties it up against Osseo Fairchild. 14-14 with 5:16 to go in that game. It was 19-7 Amherst over Manawa at halftime. Pacelli still up 27-0 over Loyal. Menominee all over the Marshfield Tigers, 29-0. And I believe Stratford might have scored. Not too sure. But again, tomorrow we'll have swimming, volleyball, soccer, volleyball, and football for you tomorrow on the Zaleski Sports Network of pages. Again, big game coming up next week. And then as the touchdown, 2-point conversion, must be the 2-point conversion in Spencer. 4th and 6 for Almond. 8:02 to go, third quarter. 2 near, 2 far. Baumgartner back to pass. Pressure's on, and he's going to be taken down back beyond the 40-yard line near the 44, and a huge stop by this Assumption defense. Kenny Golot, Joey Moyer, and Adam Moon all in for Assumption. And it's going to be a turnover on downs, 1st and 10 for Assumption. Great stop by this Assumption defense. 14-0 Stratford now over Spencer. Spencer Columbus, I shall say. 1st and 10 for Jack Klatt and the Assumption Royals with under 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And going to hand it up to Lieberg up the middle again and break a couple tackles. Stiff arm into Eagle territory inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Another big run for Nick Lieberg and another first down for the Royals.
Nice run by Lieberg. Picks up our Royal first down. Dragged down by number 21, Burns. 1st and 10 Royals.
Give you some... Tomorrow we'll go through our schedule for next week on Zaleski Sports. Big week next week as well. Go through some of those in just a moment here. 1st and 10 for Assumption. Hand it up the middle, and they run into each other, and Lieberg will be driven back. A big loss of 2 or 3 on the play. Missed time there between Klatt and Lieberg gets up limping on that leg that he was last week as well. So next Monday, Pacelli will head to Bondwell for some volleyball. Wausau East at Marshfield for swimming. Auburndale is at Stratford for volleyball, and then Stratford JV football next Monday as well. So some more volleyball and swimming for you next week. On Monday anyway. 2nd and 12 with 6:40 to go in the third quarter. Going to hand it up to Lieberg right up the middle. He's going to fall forward near the 35-yard line. Now 36. Gain 5 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 7 with under 6.5 to go here in the third quarter. Again, when we started this fall, we were projected to have over 100 broadcasts right here at Zaleski Sports. And if everything continues to go as well as it has, and hopefully, we can get some postseason action for you at some point too. There is state tennis going on. Up the middle, no, Klatt will keep it himself, and he's going to be taken down and gain a couple more yards right back. And it's going to be 4th down now for Assumption. So Assumption tennis fell earlier this week in a sectional. Another great season for Coach Hartley and the Assumption tennis team. Shaw, the receiver, to the near side. Another full house again. Handed up the middle to Lieberg. He's going to fall forward and get the first down inside the 30 near the 23-yard line. And it's going to be first down for Assumption. Alex Sullivan's got to be a little more hoofta. 34-0 Pacelli over Loyal. Alex Sullivan's got to be a little quicker to get set on that far side. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. 22-15 Assumption. They should have started the second half of the ball. Onside kick was recovered by Almond. Again, Klatt hands it off to Lieberg. He's going to fall forward for a couple. Inside the 20, inside the Draxler Transport red zone. That's where the Royals are. Draxler Transport is a family-oriented company that treats you like family. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today.
4 yards, tripped up by Cologne. 2nd and 6.
Again, like thank everyone for tuning in here tonight online. Good crowd online as the Central Wisconsin Conference. No visiting fans. And going to flip it out. Dillman to the corner. Tries to get to the corner. And he's going to fall inside the 10. And it's going to be close to another first down. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Royals.
Option right.
Reed Duhlman on the carry. Reed had the touchdown right near the end of the half. It's going to be first and goal from the 3-yard line. Ball in the 4 minutes to go. Klatt under center, hands it off to Lieberg on the left side. He's going to fall forward inside the 2 to the 1-yard line. With under 4 to go. 22-15 Assumption. Under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Third quarter moving quickly here as they look to the side to get the play call from Coach Sullivan. Again, Ryan Shaw lined up to the far side. Stats, Lieberg, Duhlman, and Alex Sullivan handed up the middle again to Lieberg. Tries to fall forward and in for the touchdown. Nick Lieberg from 1 yard out. And it is 28-15 with 3:19 to go here in the third quarter. Keep feeding him, and he's going to get in there eventually for Assumption. 28-15 here in the third quarter. Again, after seeing Assumption a handful of times I did last year, it's a whole different ball club here out of Wisconsin Rapids. All the freshmen, as Kate Stats going to be called for the fall start. Going to march the 2-point conversion back just a tad bit. Again, this Assumption Royals team, very, very young with the number of players that they do have. Five seniors on the club. Three juniors, the rest freshmen and sophomores. So 8 upperclassmen and nearly 15 or so underclassmen. In motion again, ball's on the ground, and the 2-point conversion will be unsuccessful here for the Assumption Royals. 3:19 to go here in the third quarter. It is Assumption 28, Almond-Bancroft 15. Be right back after this timeout.
Hi, I'm Senator Patrick Teston. The plan was to make this ad about my many bipartisan accomplishments that deliver on health care and clean drinking water. But 2020 had other plans. So here's 3 things that'll never change. 1, I'm Patrick Teston. 2, I'll continue to reach across the aisle and deliver results for the 24th Senate District. And 3, I listen. I'm working to safely reopen our economy while protecting those at risk. I'll continue to do my
Experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Your choice to learn with small in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can get your liberal arts degree and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or in-demand employable skills. Start now to experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Find out what risk-free means at mstc.edu.
3:19 to go here in the third quarter. 28-15 Assumption. After a defensive stop after the onside kick. And Nick Lieberg again with some strong runs for Coach Sullivan and the Royals. And a touchdown for Nick from a yard out puts Assumption up at 28-15. The 2-point conversion was unsuccessful as the Jack Klatt fumbled it on the exchange, or on the snap. And that is where we stand right now. Again, shiny blue helmets for Assumption, much shinier than they were even a week ago against Rosholt. And they played in the morning, so that doesn't help either. Not under the lights last Saturday morning. Big homecoming win for Assumption against the Rosholt Hornets, who knocked off Pacelli last week, and now they are hosting Iola Scandinavia here tonight. So most likely that game was done at halftime, as we know what Iola can do to some teams. as Sullivan will let that one fall, and it's going to be taken near the 25-yard line for Almond-Bancroft, and that's where Daniel Baumgartner and the Eagles will take over 1st and 10 with 3:16 to go in the third quarter. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop for all things hunting. You can get everything you need for hunting, from gear, supplies, clothing, game processing, even hunting license. Find the top brands at great prices. Fleet Farm has something for everyone. You won't believe what you'll find at Fleet Farm. And they really do, especially with Toyland opening up this not too long ago. Was, again, there about 8 days ago, and they were stacked to the ceiling full of good stuff in Toyland at Fleet Farm at Stevens Point anyway. Back to pass down to Baumgartner. It's going to be caught by Appleby near the 30-yard line, and Shaw is going to come in and clean it up on Reed Duhlman. And it's going to be, or with Reed Duhlman. Yeah, it's sticky. It's going to be 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line. Yeah. Camera a little glitchy. Sticks at times, as Jason says, get some WD-40 in. I mean, we probably should. It's been that way since I've been here, so. 2:30 to go, third quarter. Baumgartner, shotgun with two backs split in front of him. He's going to keep it himself to the right side, and he's going to be swallowed up, pushed back, and lose a yard, half an inch. Third down and 5. That's a half an inch or so. Long 5, short 6, 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Again, we'll have Assumption football for you on Thursday before our big slate of games again next Friday. So Thursday from Southwood County 2000 Field in Wisconsin Rapids on the campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School. 1:40 to go. Baumgartner back to pass. Quick pass. And it's going to be through the hands of the intended receiver and incomplete. And it's going to be 4th down. Incomplete to Burns. 4th and 6 with 95 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Again, Assumption forced 5 turnovers a week ago, 4 in the second half, and 4 on 5 drives. Nice job by the Royals, not jumping off sides. A left-footed kick is going to take a Eagle roll and stay in bounds. And we'll stop there at the 45-yard line, and that's where Assumption will with 1:24 to go, third quarter. As of right now, the Assumption Royals will have it 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Now just awaiting the indication from the White Hat for the officials here tonight. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line now for Assumption. That's where they're going to take it.
The Royals will take over 1st and 10 from the 50.
And they had a play call, and then Nick Lieberg calls them back and says, let's huddle up again. 1:24 to go. Here, let's try this. There you go. Yeah, I don't know what else to. Yeah, the whole left side for Assumption. A little earlier, the snap was a little late. Either way, it's going to be a flag on the Royals. I'm going to move them back a couple yards. Coach Sullivan asking his team why they waited. Again, they had a whole lot of time to get the play called. They had it called, and then they got up to the line, and nothing was called. Coach Sullivan took his team waited a little too long for the play to start. It's going to be first and 15 now with 1:23 to go, third quarter. 28-15 Royals. And Klatt's going to pitch it out to Stats. Ball's on the ground. And I believe Cade fell on top of it, and he did. And the Royals are backing up to the 43-yard line. Going to be second down now and 17 with 1:05 to go. Yeah. 50 seconds left here, third quarter. 40-0. Now 41-0 Pacelli over Loyal. And Klatt's going to pitch it out to Dillman again. Tries to get the edge, and he gets tripped up near the 50-yard line, back to the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to be third down and 10 when the fourth quarter starts here from Almond-Bancroft. It's going to be third down and 10. We'll see. It was at about 35 seconds. So they may have to run. Stratford pulling away from Spencer Columbus 20-0 in the fourth quarter. And it's going to be third and 10. And that will end the third quarter here from Almond-Bancroft. Assumption puts one on the board, puts a touchdown on the board here in the third quarter. And we go to the fourth quarter. It's going to be Assumption third and 10 when we get back to Almond-Bancroft right after this.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates. And our outcomes are much better.
Turn on the external mic. Welcome back to Almond-Bancroft. Going to say Auburndale, going to say Assumption, going to say Pacelli. A lot of schools go through the mind during the fall time, during the sports broadcasting season. It's going to be third down and 10 from the 50-yard line here for the Assumption Royals as we begin quarter number 4. Jack Klatt under center. In motion goes Reed Duhlman. Back to pass up the middle is Sullivan as Klatt got hit as he threw. And the pressure up the middle. It's going to be fourth down and 10 for.
Pressure on play by Lockhart. Fourth and 10.
And it's going to be fourth and 10 for Assumption. Almond had their first punt on their first drive. And now Kate Stats will be back to punt for the first time for Assumption. Ball right at the 50-yard line. Low snap, right to Stats, and a high end over end kick. Beautifully done by Kate Stats, and it was almost touched. It was almost touched by the return man for Almond-Bancroft, but that is where Daniel Baumgartner and the Eagles will take over 1st and 10 from their own 11. 11 or 12, yeah, right at the 12-yard line. 20-14 Osseo in the fourth quarter there. 32-0 Menominee over Marshfield. And still 41-0 running clock in Loyal. 11:47 to go here in this one. Assumption put a touchdown on the board in the third quarter and forced Almond to punt for the first time, and Almond just forced Assumption to punt for the first time. Baumgartner with the back behind him. Receiver to the near side. Back to pass. Looking for his receiver. Lets it rip to the near side. And it's going to be incomplete. A flag coming as Reed Duhlman and Elijah Appleby got tangled up. And they're going to call pass interference on Shane Klysmith, I believe. The receiver. Or Appleby. I don't know. It's going to be 1st and 10, 15. Scared me. Door slams behind us, yeah. It's going to be 1st and 10 after the pass interference call with 11:41 to go in the fourth quarter. Appleby lines up near side. Baumgartner in the shotgun with two backs split in front of him, as they have been the whole time. And he's going to keep it himself, run up the middle, break a couple tackles, keep those legs rolling, past the 35 to the 36-yard line, and it's going to be 2nd down for Almond. Gains 8 on the play, going to be 2nd down and 2. Again, we'll have swimming tomorrow morning, soccer tomorrow morning, and volleyball tomorrow morning. Swimming and soccer from Marshfield, volleyball from Assumption, then Neilsville at Columbus Catholic for volleyball, and then the Northern Lights Football Championship from Fall River in southern Wisconsin at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. And another delay game as, again, they get the play. It takes a little too long to get set and look over the defense, and a 5-yard penalty on the Eagles. 2nd down and 7 now with under 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. Appleby to the near side. I believe that's Connor Newby lined up to the far side. Defense for Assumption getting all lined up. Back to pass. Pressure on. Hits as he throws it. Has his receiver, and it's going to be incomplete. Going up with it, Ryan Shaw, and as well as Alex Hoffman. Pressure on Baumgartner. Again, Ryan Shaw had 2 interceptions last week, 2 touchdowns last week, and the sealer for Assumption last week in the Ryan Shaw INT, and the game-winning touchdown. Appleby lines up to the far side. Baumgartner with the back behind him, that's Newby. Calls it out, looking, and it's going to be taken by Appleby, and it's going to be taken down by Reed Duhlman. Great open field tackle by Reed. Loses a couple of yards, and it's going to be 4th down back to the 29-yard line. It's going to be 4th down now and 8. Nice job by Reed out there. Just past 9 o'clock here in central Wisconsin. Steve Mavs alongside Jason Vanden Elzen. Here you're watching Assumption Royals football at ZaleskiSports.com. It's Zaleski Sports on YouTube. And it's going to be an Assumption high snap. Pressure on, and just got it away. Dillman will back up. A great roll for Almond, and it's going to stop there at the 27-yard line, and that's where the Royals will take over. Awards and More is one-stop shop for awards, plaques, trophies, embroidery, screen printing, and promotional products. Awards and More is also the proud sponsor of the Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Vote for the Awards and More Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month at the first day of each month. And visit Awards and More on Facebook to begin your next trophy order today. Again, Alex Edwards from Columbus Catholic, their soccer player. The freshman leads the team in goals. Very impressive individual. Saw him last night as they took down the Pacelli Cardinals. A hand up the middle and falling forward. Helmet comes off near the 30-yard line. And it's going to be second down for the Royals, 31-yard line. Stratford pulling away in the fourth quarter, second half, 28-0 Tigers. Good crowd on hand watching all over the Zaleski Sports here tonight. Nearly 500 watching the Marshfield Tigers and Menominee football game. Second down and 6 for Assumption. Jack Klatt now just letting that back judge take as long as he wants. Running the clock, and they're going to hand it up the middle again to Lieber. Breaks a couple tackles past the 40. And another first down for Assumption near the 40-yard line, 39-yard line. They'll put him right at the 40, and it's going to be first and 10. 9:15 to go, fourth quarter. As Appleby checks in for the Eagles. Klatt under center. Going to hand it off again up the middle, and falling forward is Kate Stats near the 50-yard line, and it's going to be another first down for the Royals. Under 9 minutes to go, fourth quarter.
Stats up the middle, gain of 12. Tackled by Kleisman. First and 10 Royals.
It's going to get you a score from, what was it? The Yankees playing tonight? Yankees-Rays? Maybe? Oh, that's true. Game 5 NBA Finals. Klatt under center. Pitches it, now hands it off to Dillman, and has room to the right side. Stiff arms, breaks a tackle inside the 20, and got a block. Touchdown, Royals! Another 50-yard touchdown for Reed Dillman, and the Royals up 34-15 in the fourth quarter. Reed Dillman again had himself quite the game last week, passing the game-winning touchdown, and tonight 2 touchdowns for Reed, equaling 100 yards. (34-15) now with 8:11 to go in the fourth quarter. Yankees Rays tied at 1 in the bottom of the 8th. Winner moves on to face the Houston Astros. PAT coming for Mason Kubis, and it is up, and it is good. 8:11 to go, fourth quarter. It's the Assumption Royals 35, the Almond-Bancroft Eagles 15. Back to Almond right after this.
Experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Your choice to learn with small in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can get your liberal arts degree and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or in-demand employable skills. Start now to experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Find out what risk-free means at mstc.edu.
8:11 to go, fourth quarter here from Almond-Bancroft, 35-15 Royals, as, again, Reed Duhlman, another 50-yard touchdown scamper between Reed and Nick Lieberg. It has been a barrage on the ground here tonight for both sides. I mean, Daniel Baumgartner in the first half running over defenders, dragging defenders, and Coach Sullivan in the defense for Assumption has figured something out, and it has been a quiet second half for the Eagles here tonight as the Royals have put a couple touchdowns on the board here in the second half, and the Royals up 20 here with 8:11 to go. Assumption kicking from right to left. Coming in tonight, Iola was 2-0 in the conference. Assumption 1-0. Loyal was 1-0. Rochelt and Wild Rose both at 1-1. Almond, Pittsville, and Pacelli were all winless, as Pacelli will get their first win of the year. Pacelli going to get their first win of the year tonight. A dominating win over the Loyal Greyhounds. It was 41-0 last time we saw. Sullivan, another good kick. It's going to be taken at the 40-yard line, and the ball's on the ground, and the Royals pick it up. Right at the 40-yard line, a big hit. And it's going to be Royals football. Going up and trying to track it down is Connor Brewer. And it's going to be first and 10 for Assumption at the 40-yard line. Got a pooch kick by Alex Sullivan, and Connor Brewer tried to catch it on the pop-up. That's going to be first and 10. Back out there are the Assumption Royals. 21-20. Neilsville now over Osseo Fairchild. Neilsville Granton, I should say. Jack Cladd under center. 8:09 to go, fourth quarter. Hands it up the middle again. That's Kate Stats. Gets by the defender and going to break a tackle and going to be ripped down there by his jersey by Elijah Appleby. And back inside the Draxler Transport Red Zone for Assumption. Draxler offers Astia Health primary care at zero cost to the driver. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. Again, good crowd again watching online. Thank you everyone for tuning in here tonight. We'll have more Assumption sports for you tomorrow morning. Auburndale and Assumption from the Royal Gymnasium. I think the opening varsity serve is at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Klatt under center, hands it up to Joey Moyer. He's going to be ripped down and ripped back, and maybe back to the original line of scrimmage for Joey, and it's going to be second and 10. Heat up 4 at halftime over the Los Angeles Lakers. Game 5 of the NBA Finals. And 1-1, bottom of the 8th, Yankees and Rays. Dodgers and Braves in the NLCS. The Braves back in the NLCS for the first time in 19 years. See if the young Braves can knock off the LA Dodgers. Klatt falls under center. In motion, going to hand it up again. Kate Stats up the middle, walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Royals. 13 yards out, Kate Stats. And the Royals add on again, and it's 41-15 here in the fourth quarter. Kate Stats up the middle, and the Royals up 41-15 here in the fourth quarter. And we'll have an opportunity to talk to Coach Sullivan after the game. If you are going to be awaiting Coach Sullivan's interview, we'll have that on the highlights tonight, as well as that one's going to be on the ground, low snap, and going to be covered by the Royals, and the PAT is no good. 6:48 to go, fourth quarter, 41-15. Assumption back right after this.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
Fourth quarter here in Almond, 6:48 to go, 41-15. Assumption. Again, they scored, and then a pooch kick taken by Connor Brewer, and then the Royals recovered. 3:20 to go, Neillsville Osseo, 21-20. That's one heck of a game. Our friends over at WPKG in Neillsville, Larry Hazer and those folks over there, helping us again this year, calling games for Zaleski Sports, getting their feed from Larry Hazer. Alex Sullivan kicks this one away. Bounce, and going to be taken right at the 20-yard line. Tried to run up the middle, breaks a tackle near the 40, and that's where the Eagles will take over, 1st and 10. Connor Newby on the return. 6:42 to go here in the fourth quarter. Stratford Homes, take the first step to building your customized home with Stratford Homes. Visit stratfordhomes.com to see floor plans, schedule a tour, or begin the design of your new customized home from Stratford Homes. With a 110,000 square foot indoor construction facility and model home village located in the heart of central Wisconsin. Stratford Homes has been an industry leader in the systems-built home market since 1973. Visit stratfordhomes.com to get started today. Back to pass, and he's going to be wide open at the 50-yard line. Try to break a tackle, and Ryan Shaw, the sure-handed tackler, I believe, over there for Assumption. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 near the 44-yard line. Under 6.5 to go. 3 receivers near, 1 far. Running back to Baumgartner's left, back to pass. Still looking, lets it rip, and it's going to be caught and taken down. Big hit by Nick Lieberg, but a good catch there near the 36-yard line. Burns on the receiving side. It's going to be 2nd down and 3 or 4 here for the Eagles. Under 6 to go in the fourth quarter. Final from Spencer Columbus, the Stratford Tigers shutting out the Rockets 28-0. Again, 3 near, 1 far for the Eagles. Back to pass, Baumgartner, and he's going to take it to the left side, right where the pressure was coming from, slipped on the grass, and it's going to be a 3rd down and a half a yard. That's going to be close to a first, and they'll give it to him. 1st down. Going to give him a... Now they give him the 1st down. 3 officials said first. The guy on the far side near the chains said it wasn't, and then the white hat overrules, and it's a 1st down. 5:10 to go, fourth quarter. Baumgartner shotgun again. 3 near, 1 far. Baumgartner's going to keep it himself, run right up the middle. And going to fall near the 25-yard line, inside the 25 to the 21. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Under 5 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Again, as mentioned right before the last touchdown, the last PAT was no good. We'll have Coach Sullivan in a post-game interview in our highlights tonight. And then our Zaleski Sports Player of the Game, either Nick Lieberg or Reed Duhlman here tonight for Assumption. Nick has another heck of a game for Nick Lieberg on the ground. Back to pass. Baumgartner rushes on, steps up in the pocket, and is going to be taken down by Cade Stats. And it's going to be second down with 4:15 to go. Lost a yard.
Second play, loss of 1. They're down by Stats. Second and 11.
2-1 now. Tampa Bay Rays over the Yankees. Bottom of the 8th. Second and 11 with under 4 minutes to go. 3 near, 1 far again for the Eagles. Baumgartner's going to keep it himself, run up the middle, and run right into the defense of Assumption. It's going to be third down, gain a couple yards right at the 20-yard line, and at the 20 means we're back into the Draxler Transport red zone. Draxler has flatbed driving opportunities that pay you 5 cents per mile. Premium over van. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. Third down and 9 with 3:20 to go. 41-15 Royals. Back to pass. Again, Baumgartner rolling out to his right. Hit as he throws it. Caught along the sidelines. And it's going to be close to a first. Where's the first down? Maybe right at the first down marker at the 11-yard line. And they'll give it to him. First down at the 11. 3 minutes to go here. Again, let us know in the comments section if you want to see Reed Duhlman or Nick Lieberg in the house tonight. Part of our highlight package for Assumption. Baumgartner's going to keep it himself, run to the left side. He's going to fall forward inside the 10 to the 8, or excuse me, the 9. Gain a pair, and it's going to be second down and 8. Again, Alexis, thanks for tuning in. But again, and you can thank us all you want, but we're just here broadcasting games. Thank the sponsors as they go along the bottom left. Alexis says interview them both. We might as well. I mean, they both have had fantastic games here tonight. .220 to go, fourth quarter. 3 receivers far side this time. Back to pass Baumgartner. Pressure is on. Corner of the end zone. It's going to be through the hands and incomplete. Third down and 9 for Almond. 2:15 to go.
Third and 9.
Final from DC Everest. Man, the Evergreens showing off their power this year. 42-7 over Wausau West. Another dominant performance for DC Everest. 2:15 to go, third down and 9. Back to pass Baumgartner again. Looking for his tight end. Pressure is on. Steps up. Looking again, and touchdown, Almond. Elijah Appleby from Daniel Baumgartner from 9 yards out. And the touchdown for the Eagles. 41-21 with 2:09 to go in the fourth quarter. Again, stepped up in the pocket, rolled out to his right, and found Appleby in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. Put the ball on the near hash mark for the Eagles. 41-21. 2-point conversion attempt coming for the Eagles. Ball sitting on the near hash mark. And looking, and 2-point conversion is no good. Good play out there by Ryan Shaw again. And with 2:09 to go, fourth quarter, It is the Assumption Royals 41 and the Almond-Bancroft Eagles 21. Back to Almond right after this.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right. Free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
Welcome back to Almond-Bancroft as the Assumption Royals up to 41-21 here in the fourth quarter. Again, give a shout out to everyone watching here tonight, as well as the Cumberland family commenting on YouTube. Appreciate you tuning in here tonight as the Assumption Royals will most likely get win number 2 on the year. Again, they've seen crazier things. 2:09 to go, 41-21 as the start of the second half started with a recovered onside kick by Almond. Lockhart trying to do it again here. His team down 20 with 2:09 to go. Again, playing on the ground, plays on the hop, gets it and falls on it, and it's going to be where the Royals will take over, 1st and 10.
The Royals will take over 1st and 10 from their own 46.
That home run, or the run that the Rays got in the 8th. A home run off of Araldis Chapman. Big home run for the Rays. Pinch hit. Wow. Ryan Shaw lined up near side. Jack Klatt under center with 3 backs behind him. Going to hand it up the middle. Ball's on the ground, and Almond comes away with it at the 45-yard line. Daniel Baumgartner falling on top of it, and the Eagles will take over with 2:05 to go.
Picked up by number 12, Daniel Baumgartner, and the Eagles will take over 1st and 10 from the Royal 45.
Not what you would have wanted if you're Coach Sullivan. Just trying to run the clock away, and a miscommunication and mistimed there between Jack Klatt and it might have been Kate Statz or Nick Lieberg. 2:05 to go, 41-21. Baumgartner with 3 receivers near. Tight end to the left side. Shotgun formation, back to pass, low snap, pressure is on. Hit as he throws it, and it's going to be incomplete at the 35-yard line through the hands of Burns. And it's going to be 2nd down. 2 minutes left. There's obviously no 2-minute warning, but if there was, that'd be right now. 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. 41-21, 2nd and 10 from the 45-yard line. Again, after the conclusion, we'll have a quick Nacerville Dairy post-game show, and then we'll sign off here from Almond. Got to get home and put this highlight together and get to bed. Have to be up to Marshfield by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Soccer at 10. Meaning from Wisconsin Rapids leaving at around 8:15. Back to pass, Baumgartner again. Pressure is on, and it's going to be through the hands and incomplete. And it's going to be 3rd down and 10.
Intended for Burns, falls incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Again, it's our pleasure. We're having a good time broadcasting Assumption this year. Back to pass. Havel and family. Now it's going to be at the ankles and incomplete. 4th and 10 with 1:52 to go.
4th and 10.
Havel and friends. Cumberland family. Alexis Walton. Jennifer Hoffman. Carol Duhlman. Steph H. Everybody that has commented or has watched tonight and sticking around with us here tonight. Can't thank you enough for watching and tuning in. Assumption Royals up 20 with 1:52 to go, 4th and 10. Three receivers set, 3 near. Tight end to the far side is Colombe. And Bumgarner, shotgun again, back to pass. Pressure is on, throws it. It's going to be caught by Appleby. Stays in bounds near the 30-yard line. Clock will stop on the movement of the chains, but a first down for Almond. 1:45 to go, 4th quarter. Ball at the 30-yard line for the Eagles. Coach Sullivan and crew barking out defensive orders. Back to pass. Baumgartner again. Pressure is on his weak side. The ball's out, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. And it's going to be 2nd down for the Eagles. Coming out, Braden Potts for Almond. 2nd down and 10 with 84 seconds left. Back to pass again. Baumgartner, pressure on, right in his face. He's going to step up and stiff arm and run out of bounds. Gain 6 on the play. Going to be 3rd down and 4 with 1:16 left. I'll give him 5, yep. 3rd down and 5. Nick Lieberg, another tackle. 3rd and 5 for Almond. 41-21. 2 receivers far, 2 near. Baumgartner in the shotgun and back to pass. Going to keep it himself, run right into the line. Stiff arm and get away. Stays up and inside the 15-yard line. Another first down for Almond with 1:08 to go. Back inside the Draxler Transport red zone. At Draxler Transport, drivers are always home at the requested time off. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. Under a minute to go, 4th quarter, 41-21, Assumption. Again, we'll be back with the Assumption Royals football team next Thursday as they host Loyal. Loyal took one on the chin tonight over Pacelli. 41-0 was the last score that we saw. Back to pass, Baumgartner. Still looking across the middle, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of the intended receiver and incomplete. 34 seconds left. 2nd and 10. Again, Assumption will have Loyal, head to Wild Rose, host Pacelli, and then at Iola, the final 4 games of the season after tonight. Almond will host Rosholt next week, head to Iola, and then finish off the regular season with Pacelli and Pittsville. Or Pittsville and Pacelli, low ball, but it was caught inside the 5-yard line. And a 3rd down. Clock will run. It was not a first down. And Coach Bradley will take a timeout. We'll do the same. 21 seconds left here from Almond. 41-21. Royals back after this.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Welcome back to Almond-Bancroft. Final 21 seconds here tonight. 41-21 Royals. The Assumption Royals will go to 2-0 on the year. 2018, they finished 4-6. Last year, 0-9. Getting win number 2 here tonight in impressive second half fashion. Baumgartner has it. He'll keep it himself to the right side, and he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Daniel Baumgartner with 16 seconds to go. 41-27 Royals. $16 seconds left. 2-point conversion coming for Almond-Bancroft. Again, we will have Coach Sullivan and Zaleski Sports Player of the Game in our highlights later on tonight. Get home about half hour from here to home and put the highlight together. Then I'll be back with you tomorrow from Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. Marshfield Tigers getting ready to take on the Hortonville Polar Bears. Low snap, Baumgartner to the right, throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is no good. Joey Moyer with the pressure, and it's 41-27. 41-27 Royals. We'll keep it right here. And again, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Carol Dillman, Jennifer Hoffman, mentioned Alexis, Tom Elson, thanks for tuning in. Hovel and friends, Cumberland family, everyone for tuning in here tonight. The Assumption Royals will get win number 2 on the year. 41-27 here with 16 seconds remaining. The Royals will be back in action next Thursday as they host the Loyal Greyhounds. And the Almond-Bancroft Eagles will host the Rosholt Hornets right here in Almond next week. I'll be with you Thursday for Assumption, and then Friday from Stratford for quite a showdown. Amherst and Stratford next Friday from Tiger Stadium in Stratford. Again, we'll have a whole slate of games for you next Friday. And with that, the Assumption Royals playing on Thursday, so we will have Royals football for you right here at Zaleski Sports. 16 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff coming from Mr. Lockhart. Kickoff, and it's going to hop, and it's going to be taken by the Eagles at the 49-yard line. 13 seconds left. Second successful onside kick tonight for Almond.
Lockhart's onside kick recovered nicely by the Eagles.
41-27, 13 seconds left here in Almond. Again, we will step aside at the conclusion and then come back with our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Back to pass. Pressure's on. Baumgartner steps up. He's going to be taken down again by Kenny Golot. And that should wrap it up here from Almond tonight. The Assumption Royals get a big win over the Almond-Bancroft Eagles here tonight. 41-27 Royals over Almond-Bancroft. Again, we'll take one quick break, come back with our Nationville Dairy postgame show to wrap everything up here from Almond. Back to Almond-Bancroft. Back to Almond-Bancroft right after this.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's
Welcome back to Almond-Bancroft. It's time now for the Nationville Dairy postgame show. Nationville Dairy fresh cheese curds made daily, nationvilledairy.com. So first quarter, it was Daniel Baumgartner running 75 yards in that opening drive and looked with ease for Almond-Bancroft. Nick Lieberg came back and the Royals took an 8-7 lead, and then it was back and forth the rest of the way. Second quarter, the Eagles had an opportunity, fumbled at the 2-yard line, and with 2:43 to go in the second quarter, the Royals marched 98 yards in 2 minutes to take the lead going into halftime, came out of halftime, and a couple of big touchdowns for the Royals to wrap it up here tonight. Royals improved to 2-0 on the year. Almond-Bancroft drops to 0-2. And again, with that, we'll have swimming tomorrow morning along with soccer and volleyball. Stay tuned to Zaleski Sports Wisconsin Rapids. We'll have highlights of this one later on here tonight on Facebook. So with that, we're going to sign off. Again, like to thank everyone for tuning in here tonight online, and like to thank everyone thank all of our sponsors that allow us and help us put these games on all fall long. Again, for Jason Van Den Elzen, this is Steve Mave signing off from Almond-Bancroft. Again, final score, Assumption 41 and Almond-Bancroft 27. And hope everyone has a great night, and we'll talk again tomorrow morning.